Good evening. It's about 1 a.m. in the morning, and I'm just kind of high off of a beautiful event in Toronto at the Yoga Sanctuary. Had a really amazing group of women that showed up and attended, and just feeling the presence of all of them and what built up in me and what I experienced, and just the community and the conversation and the openness. I could feel such open hearts, such amazing hearts, and such people that are just, I could feel this willingness to embark on something bigger, something even more alive. And just had an amazing time. Chuck went. It was a pretty big evening for her. It's funny. She's been to the shows, and although every show is different, there are certain elements sometimes that are the same, and they come out in different ways, or I even realize different aha moments, and they expand. And tonight was one of those nights where all of a sudden all of this other information came in that was so unique, and it was related to Maggie, and it was related to what was going on in the past few days. And Tuck was in the back of the room, and I could see there were some shifts, and there were some big aha moments, and some different things that she was experiencing and growing and healing, even though she's heard some of this information already 12 times, because some of it is repeated. After all, there's certain pieces that are just my story, and so they're going to be the same. But then other pieces come in as I become aware of different dots that I'm even seeing and connecting. And so this amazing Rebel Road journey is a journey of growth and courage and love and commitment and experience for each and every person involved, including you, the person that is following along. And what really overwhelmed me was when we were first at the place tonight, and we were waiting to get our room to be able to set up. Two women walked in, and they had each driven over an hour and a half just to see me. They've been following this daily diary, and were so complimentary about how it supported them, or how the book supported them in awakening to certain things, or answering certain questions that they'd held. And, I don't have any attachment as to what this will do, but there is something about hearing it from someone else when it is actually touching them, because you never know, what something is actually doing. And so that was a really beautiful piece. And then Tuck and I, came on back to this house, which that's another whole amazing story. We drove from Vermont to Niagara Falls last night. It ended up being about a 10-hour trip between the two of us. I was driving the RV, and Tuck had the kids in the car with her, so that the little one would be strapped in, because in the RV he wants to run around. And so, look at this amazing woman who has just shown up selflessly, not asking a penny in return, not asking anything in return, here completely to be support. I really want you to give props to Tuck's self, because she's an amazing woman. She is an amazing woman in her own right. The wisdom that comes out of her mouth, the joy and celebration for other people, the ability to serve and desire to connect and desire such good for other people is such a beautiful, rare thing. There are very few people that can outwardly express that kind of joy and celebration for another. And she is just been such an amazing gift on this journey from day one, from the moment the idea came through me, and that moment that I called her and said, I've just been guided to call you. I have no idea why. I have this vision. I have no idea how you're supposed to be a part of it, or what you're supposed to be here for. I have no way to even compensate you or do anything. All I know is I'm supposed to tell you about it. And she just said yes. She just said yes. And from the beginning, she said, I want you to know I've got your back. I'm right there beside you, and I will be beside you every step of the way. That is one thing you never have to worry about. And I feel that. And it's it's immensely powerful to have that kind of support. And so, regardless of what changes have happened, I and she and the kids were all doing well, and this adventure is amazing. And then we left Niagara Falls, and we drove to Burlington. There's a woman by the name of Beth Perogic, and she has a radio show on Voice America, and she's an intuitive coach and just doing some amazing work in the world. And she invited us to do a show on Tuesday night at the Paletta Mansion. So it's on the 27th. I don't even know what date it is anymore. And she said to us, she said, I have a place. I have this 100-year-old farmhouse that we've just renovated, and it sits on 35 acres. I really want you to stay there. I want you to have a space to kind of spread out and stretch your legs. I know you've been in this RV. Please, please, please use this home. And so we said yes. I drove up into this place. I mean, this is like something out of a fairy tale. The stone and the shape of the home and this green grass and trees, and it's just amazing. And she's building a wellness studio in the back, in the car garage that is back behind the house. And we walk in, and it's beautifully decorated and all laid out. And then she says, we're supposed to move in next week, and I'm so delighted that you get to be here and be in this energy, and we get to share this space with you before we move in. I mean, look at that. Look at that. I wonder how many people would actually invite someone to stay in their brand new home that they just renovated before they've even been in there themselves. Look at the heart. Look at the amazing gifts that we're receiving and the amazing ways people are stepping forward and just giving. You can't tell me that love is not alive, that beauty is not alive, that hope is not alive, that humanity is not completely, fully alive. You can't tell me that, because I'm experiencing it in every single show that I'm seeing. I'm experiencing it with the people that I'm meeting and their love and their care and their generosity. I'm experiencing it when I look into someone's eyes. Absolutely amazing. She stocked the refrigerator. She took my kids and babysat them this evening so that we could do the show. I mean, really. And then she found us a sitter for the next few nights that we need a show. Look at how the universe supplies every single thing, and how we never have to worry, and how the universe lines up these amazing individuals. I can't wait to share her. There's going to be a spotlight interview on her, and I can't wait to share some of the amazing things that are about to happen in her life and how she's going to touch so many people. And so we're here for the next few days. There's a few days of actually rest, and I get to catch up on emails. I'm so behind. So if I owe you an email or a response, I apologize, because I have not been in touch. I have not even had a chance to check email. And that's one of my goals in the next few days while I do some different shows and book signings and things. But I just had to share what the specialness is when you leap into what it is that your heart truly desires. How do I even tell you the magic and the gifts and the beauty that you're going to bring to your own life? I am definitely proof. Definitely proof. I'm witnessing it in more ways than I could have imagined. And I'm feeling such a connection in more ways than I could have imagined. Thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for driving an hour and a half to see me. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for reading my book or following these diaries. Thank you for just holding the space and sending the love and the energy. Thank you. So when I see you, I see me. And somehow, because of your presence here, I know when you see me, you see yourself. In love, of love, with love, and as love. If you're still up, I want to wish you sweet dreams. And if you're asleep, I want to wish you sweet dreams. Take care. I'll talk to you tomorrow.